On today's episode of Everyday Hot Rods, we're checking out Guerro's 1968 C10.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
So we're gonna do today's episode a little differently, because I told Guerro that when we did his episode I would drink with him. So we're gonna do the responsible thing first and drive. And yeah, so this is Guerro's 68 C10. And how long have you been building for?
I've had it for about 8 years now, driving it for about 2 or 3, so
It's been a long time.
A while, you know, on and off, love-hate relationship.
Alright bro, what do you think your favorite thing about the truck is?
My favorite thing about the truck, I don't know.
You've done a lot.
Maybe that all the little touches I've done that you need to really, only a real truck guy will realize is there. You know, little spoiler on the back. It's really not that noticeable.
Your tail lights.
Getting rid of my drip rails, stuff like that. Little slight detail, hard work that nobody realizes.
So for a back, so how far you driven your back truck, right? How do you get over like speed bumps and shit, dude?
Lift the bitch up. Where's the furthest I've driven?
Yeah.
To Phoenix.
Yeah,
to get down. I have two round trips under my belt.
Would you drive it any farther than that?
I don't know, man. That's just fucking annoying. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, fuck it. Shit, let's do it. Why not? Yeah.
So yeah, this is one of my it's one of my favorite C10s, because I mean, you can probably tell I've copied a lot of shit off this truck. I like the color. Like I love the stance. I wish I could be bagged, but I don't have the balls for it. You got to be a certain type of guy to have bag trucks, and I'm not that guy. I'd like to go faster. And would you say you learned most of the shit on this truck? You learned everything on this truck, or what?
I learned everything on this truck.
And your brother's cars, obviously.
My brother's cars. I got a lot of help from a friend of mine. His name is Johnny G.
Legend or what?
Legendary guy right there. He left us and went to Phoenix. But anyways, he gave me a lot of pointers, a lot of tips. But other than that, I mean, you know, I got my electrical done because I don't fuck with electrical. My friend Juan,
You did all that?
Juan Martinez did that, and one of his cousins. And yeah, I mean,
What would you say? You did 90% of everything, right?
just about, you can
Yeah.
say, I guess. You know, somewhere, I don't know what the exact number is, but it's somewhere in that.
You built this shit in your backyard with your
Backyard.
with 2 bare hands, or what?
That's right. And then, you know, help from my brothers here and there. But basically, yeah, build it up, painted it, bodywork, cut it. I mean, she ain't perfect, but she's mine.
So if you don't know this, Guerro is the baddest painter I know.
Oh man, I must be the only painter he knows.
So yeah, that's your favorite thing to do, is paint cars then?
Yeah.
And okay, so like he doesn't just paint cars though. He does like lowrider roofs and all kind of shit like that. So how'd you get into that, bro?
buddies, his name's Ernie. I went to his house one day and he was painting a pedal car for his nephew.
Yeah.
He was shooting flake. And I was like, what the hell is that? And he's like, it's metal flake. What the hell's metal flake?
Yeah.
And ever since that day, me and him just started experimenting and learning. And I mean, one thing led to another. And, you know, people are like, can you do my roof? Can you do my bikes? You know, and then my cousin was like, hey, paint my motorcycle like that. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah,
You know, one thing led to another.
they have a series on the YouTube channel. I'll have to link in the description, but it's badass. One day, he's gonna paint my Nova when it's not so much of a piece of shit, and we're gonna flake it, and we got a bunch of ideas, but that's for later.
Look, I got a memory mark.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to put some pictures up, but what happened there?
From the hood.
Yeah, I know it's from the hood, but what happened? You were just driving and it popped up, or what?
Driving just like I have right now, and the hood flew open.
You don't think it latched, or what? You think it just gave up?
I have no idea, dude. Fred had a cruise that weekend. And
Yeah.
we cruised all the weekend before, right? And
Yeah.
then, so we cruised all day Sunday. I put the truck away, and then on Friday I drove it to work.
And it just popped up.
And on Friday I'm on my way to work. That shit just fucking flew.
Honestly, I would much rather be in this thing than that fucking Camaro.
What coming out, Mentos? That shit sketch or what?
Yeah, dude. That shit dances around when we drive, bro.
Well, you went with me to in this Brothers, remember?
Yeah, honestly, like I thought a bag truck would kind of ride like shit, and this thing rides amazing. I fell asleep in the truck. It was a nice ride back. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty sweet. Like I feel like bags don't get as much credit as they should. You know what I mean? Like everyone's scared.
It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, as long as obviously I just bought all this shit and bolted it and welded it up, but as long as it's fucking put on right, I mean, shit. It's a little loose, a little squirmy here and there. I mean, obviously at high speeds, but I mean, low and slow, baby.
Yeah, I'm going slow.
Yeah.
Would you ever race it, fool?
Would I race it?
Yeah, we should go to Irwindale this shit.
I don't know if I'd pass inspection.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's only you have an overflow, right?
Yeah.
You should be fine.
Fuck it. Let's go to Irwindale.
Let's go to Irwindale. That'd be sick.
Go to Irwindale and break some shit. Yeah.
What gears do you have in the back? Do you have those big ass 24s?
411s. 411. Yeah, fucking racing gears, but because of the big ass wheels, you know.
Would you ever go bigger? Would you ever do the 24x15?
I really wanted to. I did really want to, but I couldn't see myself paying all that extra money for
just the tires?
Yeah, the tires, the wheel, and once you go, then you know, cutting the rear end again and all that shit. It's just, I don't know if I can deal with all of that.
Cheers.
Salud.
Open this for me, yeah? I don't ever drink, so this is gonna get real good real quick.
Hold it.
I got it. Alright, fool. So, here. I'm gonna take my sip.
Bad influences.
Oh, it's just nasty, fool. This is your 1968 C10.
Yep.
Let's start with under the hood, fool. What you got?
I have a 6.0 LS motor. Well, it's a LQ fucking whatever the fuck it is.
It's one of the LQs?
It's an LQ, the cheap one. I got it out of a Chevy Express. And for those of you that don't know, I have those because of what happened to my hood before.
Yeah. Insert sad picture here.
Oh, I haven't put this back on because I want to paint all this.
Yeah, so
I haven't put the radiator filter back on yet.
usually it still looks really nice, but he's got tubs. The best part is you got AC. You can't beat that. And what do you think? What do you think is your favorite part about the engine? Is it works or what?
That it gets the job done.
So you have a set of Asanjis. Why'd you go with Asanjis and not fucking intros like everyone else?
Assagians?
Asanjis is what I always call
I
them.
don't know how you say it. I think it's Assagian. Because I know them and you know, I hit them up and I saw they had just came out with this wheel and I fucking liked it, so I Sorry about the cussing word.
It's fine.
I like them, so
I don't think we're gonna get any ads on this video, that's for sure. What about the mirrors, dude?
Mirrors are off of a Mustang, 2016 to like 18 or 19, I don't know.
It's crazy because I've seen like a bunch of people try a bunch of mirrors, but I think these are my favorite. They look the best, don't you think? Some of them, like they look too boxy or too much, and this is like
I seen
just
them
perfect.
on another truck, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what they were on. And then I seen Vanetti Fabs started not making them, but like buying them and reselling them. That's when I figured out what they were off of Vanetti Fabs
Truck. And what about the interior, dude?
The interior, the seats are off of this thing's falling apart. They're off of a Dodge Ram, a newer Dodge Ram. A buddy gave them to me. My buddy.
And what, the center console Silverado?
Center console out of a Silverado.
And then this is the best shifter ever, huh?
Yes, sir.
You can't beat that. It's a little what is it, slap shifter?
Yeah. I like it because the shifter the actual arm stays in the same point all the time. You just keep moving it and it's changing gears, but it doesn't change positions.
It feels good too, huh, when you're racing around and shit?
Yeah, I mean, I used to have that big shifter.
Yeah.
And it didn't have a lock on it, so I could like slide through it really easy.
You almost killed me one time.
Yeah, so. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The truck rolled back into you, huh?
Okay, and then this is kind of like the newer stuff you just did to it. So you bed lined it red.
Yeah, I
And then
bed lined it.
You have all the panels B-roll.
B-rolling. My friend Seven did it over at Life in Garage. This lock is stuck for some reason.
That's the best part.
There's a cooler and recycling bin. And if you go take a look at my front spoiler, that probably explains what happened to it.
And the rear taillights. So they just started selling these again, right?
And he sold out of them already.
And he sold out of them already?
Yes.
I wanted to get a set, but at this point...
These are made by... These ones are from the original guy that made them. Is Marquez Design.
Yeah.
And then I think Vanetti Fab got together with Digital and some other billet company, and they started remaking them again.
So what did you have to do that? You just cut the little...
Got rid of the bar that separates the tail light from the reverse light. You just cut it out, weld it in there, and body work it, make it look smooth.
See, I see. So yeah, that's basically Guerro's truck. Now's the fun part. We're gonna sit in front of the truck, and I'm gonna interview and probably drink 2 more beers, and by the end it's be falling down. So
yeah, I have to take a nap.
All right, like I said earlier, why C10?
Why not? Look at this thing. I don't know. I just decided to go with a truck.
Why do you drink this shit?
They're fucking hot. Fool, you brought them out hot. You could at least.
What do you mean they're hot? They're freezing cold.
No,
Please keep the fucking thing. Oh, these shits are nasty. This is gonna go off the rails real quick.
Why is he 10? Oh, I guess you could say I'm a truck guy.
Truck guy?
I don't know.
If you didn't have a truck, what would you have?
Probably a Chevelle again, like a 67. I wish I could have a 67 Chevelle again, but you know.
Not a Blazer?
Yeah, or a Blazer.
You need something
if it wasn't a truck, I mean, you could still kind of consider Blazer the same, similar. But the only good thing about a Blazer is that I could carry these brats around with me. So
honestly, I don't feel it already.
This fool can't even interview me, Fred.
You only had 1 beer.
Half.
There's not even a beer on the floor.
Go get the other ones, yeah?
What other one?
There's 4 more in the fridge. I'm gonna drink 3.
Finish that one.
This fool said he wanted to get drunk
3.
and brought a 6-pack.
I'm gonna get. You already told what your favorite thing about your truck. So what happened to the spoiler? This is number 2, right?
This is.
Or is it number 3?
It's the second spoiler, but this is the 3rd time I damaged it.
Yeah.
So the first time Junior messed it up.
Yeah. So you're not taking the blame on that one?
I'm not taking the blame on the L on that one.
Yeah.
Junior, my brother borrowed my truck and he took an L. He replaced it like you should.
Well, you do that. That's sick, dude. I really like what you did. There's usually a turning signal here, but he's doing deleted. It's put there. And why'd you put the little yoke? How'd you get that idea? Well, that's sick.
Well,
Did you do that with what, Evan?
Evan CNC.
Yeah.
He cut them out for us. And you know, my brother has the whole Yonke backyard Yonke thing.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and had Evan cut out 4 of those for us.
Yeah.
So eventually, when we're all 4 rolling again, we have our.
All of them.
Yes. And then one of my buddies at work does a lot of pinstriping.
Yeah.
And he's the one that actually painted it for me. And I was almost gonna have him make it for me bigger and put it on the bow tie, but I was like, no, it's kind of too out there for me. So I found one of the old the light buckets.
Yeah.
And I cut the light bucket up, and it's mounted where the light's supposed to be. I might actually flip it around so that it pushes it out a little more.
Or yeah.
Because it's a little hidden, but I mean, you know, I don't really like it too
out there. Yeah, I remember when I first met Weddles at a gas rats meet, and I was talking to the guy, and like, I don't know, the more and more you look at this truck, the more you kind of see like the drip rails are cut off of it. He shaved everything, basically everything except for the door handles at this point. There's no turning signals,
side markers.
There's no side markers. It doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of work that's been done to this truck.
No wipers, no vents.
Yeah, smooth cow panel.
One keyhole. And the newest smooth edition is my windows.
So those are fucking sick, dude. I want to do that shit. So what do you say you have to do? You don't need to bang them a little bit or what?
On that side, it was sitting on the rail, so I just had to bang it in a little bit.
So you know how you deleted the seal, right? So would you just weld that up? How'd you delete that seal?
Oh yeah. Well, it was already halfway welded from when I did the drip roll.
Yeah.
I came down into it, so it was already halfway done, and I just did it inside.
You think I'll get away with it?
I don't see why not.
What's next then?
What's next? I really want to do the interior.
But after that?
After that?
It's kind of done, huh?
I hate to say it, but
like, I mean, what more can you really do to a truck? It's bags. All the sheet metal work done to it. You have a custom interior, shaved everything, fucking smooth glass, like you know what he needs? Tell him he needs a supercharger or a turbo, and then
I don't have no space, bro.
This would be a fucking. It is a Sema truck basically already.
I don't know about all that, but it's fun.
It's fun. That's all we care about.
I need to figure out why the hell I'm leaking oil.
Why'd you get into this shit? Because you were into quads and stuff before.
Yeah, but I mean, my brother had a Camaro back in the day, back in like the late 90s. And I helped him work on that. And then when I bought my Chevelle right out of high school, and then just because of needing a reliable car, I sold it and bought a truck to go to work. And then the older I got, I was like, man, I should have never sold that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I believe it was the first or second year that I got married. I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna buy a truck. And I offered my friend some money for it, and he said no, that he wasn't selling it. And I kind of got over it. And then he hit me up out of the blue and said, hey, I'm gonna sell the truck. This guy's offering me $2,500 for it. If you want it, come and get it. So I was like, all right, I went to his house and picked it up that same day.
And then immediately took it apart, huh?
And immediately ripped it apart.
Do you ever wish you did done it differently? Obviously not because you learned everything, but like.
I mean, I just wish I would have did like the bead roll panels in the engine compartment, like I did on your truck and all that. But I mean, other than that, I mean, obviously there's sometimes where you're like, oh, I should have did this or I should have did that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy with the way it turned out.
I don't know. I don't really see a lot of bag trucks like this, like actually going like driving places.
Well, everyone says once you bag a truck that it's useless. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know that. Big wheels, you can't go nowhere. I mean, went to Phoenix and back 2 times.
No problems.
No problems, thank God. Knock on wood. You know, little bumps and bruises, but nothing major.
Isn't that funny? You drove all that shit all the way down to fucking Phoenix and all the way back, and you fucking break that shit here?
At home. Look at it already. So I don't know who says let's get drunk and brings a 6-pack. But my guy don't drink, so. And for everyone that's gonna say, oh, you guys are drinking water, kiss my ass. The older you get, you'll understand you can't be drinking that heavy shit no more.
Honestly, this shit is nasty.
Doctor's orders.
I don't know what anyone drinks.
Well, stop it.
I don't like that shit, but I really don't, dude.
Well, don't drink it then. Leave them for me.
I'm gonna finish that one and that's it, I think. Because I still have to drive home later.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go to sleep in fucking Bethel's bed right now. Is there anything you want to ask me? You know? Let's flip the script on this one. No slander on the Nova either.
Okay, so yeah, my question to you is, when are you gonna finish your truck? Because you rushed the shit out of me. This man rushed me to finish the bodywork and paint on his truck because I was holding him back. And then I finished painting that truck probably a year ago.
No, it's been.
How long has it been?
It's been like 11 months now. So it hasn't quite been. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's been about a year now.
So
I'm hoping soon, fool. It's just like the problem with all this stuff is that, like, I know cars is like 90% of my life, but like every once in a while, like I like to go do shit. Like when I go on these trips and stuff, it kind of sets me back a little bit. And the other problem is like the parts thing is like no joke. Like it is ridiculous. I work at I work at Anvil Auto and stuff. Like if you want to buy something from Anvil, like if it's not in stock, it's probably 6 months out at the very least. Like some people have waited a year for hoods. So COVID's kind of screwed everything up. I feel like if I'd have built the truck before COVID, I would have had it done by now. But I worked, and then the other thing.
you know what that sounds like to me?
Excuses.
A damn excuse.
Yeah, yeah.
But then, I mean, then again, he built a damn Nova in fucking 2 weeks. COVID didn't bother them there.
Yeah, but it's a piece of shit though. Food. What? My truck. The thing is, that's the other problem is that, like the Chevelle, when I built it, like I didn't know. I learned a lot of shit off my Chevelle, right? And then when I built the truck, I'm looking at your guys' shit, and it's like, fuck, look at all the show car shit. Everything's shaved, everything's super nice. It's like I want to be part of the club, and because I want to have everything hidden and nice, like it just takes time, dude. Like if I wanted to throw it together, it would have been together already. But because I want it to be nice, it's taking time, dude. It's taking that, which is stupid because it's gonna only.
You know what the problem with that is? It's gonna come out and I painted it, so it's not gonna look nice.
So it's just gonna be nice, dude. I got that shit.
It's gonna need a respray by the time it gets out. It's been so long.
That's a service you offer, though, right?
Shit. For the low price of.
Yeah, I gotta. Thank you for painting my truck. I know you hooked me up, fool. I know you hooked me up. That shit.
I'm ready to be cruising with you, bro.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Even though you don't know how to fucking cruise.
Yeah.
Idiot. You're ever driving around this guy, be careful.
I'm getting people into trouble, huh?
Yes.
We were driving one time, and he's got his mom with him. And of course,
Were you in the Chevelle, huh?
Yeah, I was in the Chevelle. And of course, I got to rev it at him, and he just looks at me, and you fucking go, and he's got his mom in the car.
I forgot I had my mom in the car. She almost had a heart attack.
Fuck, dude.
Long day.
All right, then I'm going to finish this right now, and we're going to call it good. You going to finish yours right now?
Yeah.
All right, boys. I'm going to go to bed. I signed out. Hi, Foo. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
You got it, Holmes.
I'm a little dizzy. That's Guerro's 1968 C10. Go follow my boy. I'll see you guys later.
We're gonna ask him.
I don't know.
Ask him how much money he has in it.
I can't say my question.
You're gonna use